The Patriots won one, then the Eagles beat them, and then the Patriots came back and won it again. So they stopped them from the three-peat right in the middle. And did you see, I think the stat is the Eagles' championship wins, they've beaten Andy Reid, Bill Belichick, and Vince Lombardi.
Yeah.
Pretty wild.
Yeah, it is. Again, you have a little more worry than I have. It's hard to win another Super Bowl. I get it, and there's so many things that can happen to prevent you to do that. But it's not difficult to present this team into another season where they could be the favorite to win the Super Bowl. I don't think it's that difficult at all. It certainly wasn't as difficult as it was last offseason. He's going to be strategic. Yeah, he's going to add some players to replace certain guys. And that's what all teams have to do.
Yeah, but you got to figure. All right, let's look at the three big defensive free agents. Zack Baun, Milton Williams, Josh Sweat. How many of them do you think the Eagles need to re-sign?
One.
You're only concerned with Zack Baun.
Yeah, they're going to have to overpay him, so you can't pay anybody else.
And then if you let Milton Williams walk, who I think is a severely underrated player. I've been saying that for 2 years.
But it's not like you don't have players there.
Well, you got Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter, and you have to hope Maro Jomo steps up and plays a bigger role.
Yeah.
But then on the edge, as good as Nolan Smith was, as excited as I am about what Jalix Hunt can do in year 2, who do you have behind him? Do you trust Bryce Huff?
What? This is where you bring another guy in.
Yeah, but you're acting like they just grow on trees, man.
They do
just bring in another edge rusher. You'll be fine.
There's always a guy you can get, or there's a guy you can draft and bring him along. It's not perfect, but they've got, one spot to fill? This is ridiculous what you're talking about. It's one spot, really.
Yeah, you talk about the D-tackle position, the edge rusher position. You hope Nakobe Dean's healthy next year. The linebackers I'm okay with. The secondary. Now, here's a way you could make some room, Mike. As much as we all love Darius Slay, big play Slay.
He's got to go.
If you get rid of him with a post-June 1st designation, you save $4.3 million.
I think he's gone. He knows it, too.
And then Bradbury's going to be gone.
Yes.
People don't even realize he was still on the team. That saves you another 4.7.
But you do have depth. Like Keely Ringo's depth that you can use. You can draft another guy.
Well, you got Cooper DeJean played inside this year. So is he moving outside? Are you going Quinion and Cooper DeJean at opposite sides?
That'd be risky.
So, and you're going to lose Avonte Maddox probably. Isaiah Rodgers, you try to re-sign him.
Avonte Maddox, oh my God, can
I'm happy with him.
Please don't lose Avonte Maddox.
It's just, look, I think this team's great. I think they'll continue to be good next year, but it's not as easy as you're making it out to be.
What is the source of woe that you have here?
It's not a source of woe.
What is this? Like,
it's vigilance, Mike.
People know, power rankings know exactly what we're talking about here. They're going to lose something. They've got him still at number 1. Like, what is the big rebuild here?
Well, to quote something you say a lot when we try and take an Eagles problem and compare it somewhere else, I'm not worried about the problems of 31 other football teams. The Eagles have luxury problems right now compared to the rest of the NFL, but they still have question marks going in the offseason of what they're going to do.
But everybody has question marks. Don't the Eagles have less question marks? They have a pedigree now of winning. They have to get like 2 positions maybe. The brilliant general manager who rebuilt this team anyway, he's not going to be able to figure it out.
No, they should be able to figure it out. I'm not. I think you're misunderstanding. I'm not nervous.
You have.
I'm saying that you got to be vigilant when you go into this offseason.
It's a tone of woe.
Yeah, but
TOW.
But if you look at our history now, recent history, 2017, they go to the Super Bowl, they win it. They didn't necessarily make the right decisions going into that 2018 season. They didn't make the right decisions when you lost Frank Reich at offensive coordinator. 2022, you go to the Super Bowl, you lose. They didn't make the right decisions going into 2023. They let a few players walk that they shouldn't have.
Where could they make the wrong decisions here? Like, give me an area where they're going to make a wrong decision.
What if they let Zack Baun walk?
Well, okay. Well,
right? I mean, they had T.J. Edwards after the 2022 season, who had a great season at linebacker. They let him walk.
But this guy made All-Pro. Fangio loves him. They're going to probably have to overpay for him. That if they lose him, I would agree that would be faulty.
All right, so there's an issue. You got to hope that you have your right guard situation figured out.
But are they
Becton
dumb enough
walks.
to lose him?
I don't know. Listen, after the 2022 Super Bowl, they lost not only Kazir White and TJ Edwards at linebacker. They let Javon Hargrave walk. They let Chauncey Gardner-Johnson walk. They let 4 of their starters, and they let Marcus Epps walk.
A more desperate situation. They're gonna lose Slay. They can replace Slay. They're gonna lose Milton Williams. That's not gonna cost them that much on the salary cap, but he's gonna make money, so they can't keep him. I just don't see what there's this big.
Listen,
I don't know.
how did they win the Super Bowl against Patrick Mahomes? What did they do? They got there with their front 4, right? Now, you're still going to have Nolan Smith and Jalen Sun. I get it. But Josh Sweat, who had probably the best game of anybody, could have arguably won the Super Bowl MVP. He's not going to be here. Milton Williams, who had a great game, he's not going to be here.
It's not like you can do anything about it. Those guys are going to get paid. They played at a level to the point where they're going to get paid. That happens in the NFL.
But let me ask you this serious question, because I agree with you. You can't let Zack Baun out the door. But knowing what we know about Howie Roseman and how he values the linebacker position, is there any chance that they say we're not paying Zack Baun top dollar? Because if that happens, I think it'd be a massive mistake.
Yeah, all right. Well, in any event, some highlights of the speeches included a couple of F-bombs being thrown out there.
More than a couple.
Times have changed where it's now commonplace to throw the F out there. I don't know if people think it's right or not, but Bill doesn't think it's right. And we'll discuss it after this on the Mike Missanelli Show.
Fanatic Sports Update.
What now? I'm already done with this Fanatic Sports Update. And it's brought to you by Bet365. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. Download the app today. Friday, the parade marked the end of a championship season in Philadelphia. Amongst the chaos and the fun, a number of Eagles got a chance to address the fan base from the Art Museum down there in Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts was probably the cleanest of all of them because FCC regulations made that an interesting 2 o'clock hour for us. Hurts thanked all you for the support all season long.
On behalf of my teammates and myself, we want to thank you. Thank you for all of your support this year, all the passion, every ounce of it.
Now, time to turn the page and look towards what the Eagles are going to do in the offseason. Number of key guys up for free agency, and of course, what they will do at offensive coordinator. Kellen Moore, the new coach of the New Orleans Saints. He might be bringing some coaches with him. Quarterbacks coach Doug Nussmeier has interviewed for the offensive coordinator position down there in New Orleans. Also, apparently, Christian Parker, the defensive back coach for the Birds, has interviewed for the defensive coordinator job. Elsewhere in Philadelphia, Phillies having their first full team workout down there in Clearwater today. Sixers on the NBA All-Star break, Flyers on the Four Nations face-off break. This update is also brought to you by the Truist Championship at Philadelphia Cricket Club. The PGA's Truist Championship will be played at Philadelphia Cricket Club in early May. Watch top tour players and enjoy a variety of fan activities. Tickets on sale at truistchampionship.com. I'm Ray Donald, the home of the 76ers and the Flyers. 97.5 The Fanatic and 97.5thefanatic.com.
Hey everybody, it's Bill Colarulo. Thanks for watching. We appreciate it. Make sure you like and subscribe to our channel so you can engage during the show, and you're not going to want to miss all the content that we post. It's not only the live videos, it's videos after the fact. It's our shorts. It's all the content you want as a Philadelphia sports fan. Looking forward to connecting.